Welcome to today's presentation titled, Do I need a letting agent or can I manage the properties myself? Before we go any further and answer that, we're going to have a think about what landlords need to consider before deciding to work with an agent to achieve the best outcome for their lifestyle and their property business. So perhaps you are not sure what roles and tasks letting agents perform. Perhaps you wonder if you can do the work yourself. Perhaps you need clarity on the benefits of working with an agent. And perhaps think that agents don't do much for the fees and maybe it's best to do it yourself. So in today's presentation, we're going to look at what a letting agency does, the benefits of using a letting agent, the drawbacks of using a letting agent, landlords who work well with letting agents, and perhaps landlords who don't work so well with letting agents. And then we're going to come to a conclusion. So what a letting agent does. Quite a few tasks that a letting agent performs. You're probably familiar with them, but just to recap them here. So letting agents market properties and utilise various platforms to get the maximum reach for your properties. They screen tenants and they conduct a thorough tenant screening process, looking at affordability, referencing from previous landlords, etc. So the most suitable tenant gets into your property. Look at the tenancy agreement management, handling all aspects of that, including drafting a compliant tenancy agreement and then looking at renewals ongoing. Letting agents manage and coordinate the repairs and routine maintenance of your properties, making sure they maintain their value and are well maintained for the tenants who are in the property. They are involved in financial management. So firstly, they collect the rent, handle deposit and provide statements. So you know exactly the performance of your property via the monthly statement that comes out. And importantly, letting agents look after legal compliance of the tenancy of the property to make sure that all activities comply with laws and legislation. So what are the benefits of using a letting agent? So firstly, they are experienced and in the profession of handling all tenant related matters. So letting agents do all of these tasks regularly for a wide range of properties, tenants and landlords. Using an agent can save you time because letting agent takes on the day-to-day management of all of those tasks we talked about a moment ago. They have access to a wide network, so making it easier perhaps to find tenants because a lot of tenants come through a letting agency and they are good at the vetting process. Letting agents can give you peace of mind to make sure that the handling of legal or financial obligations are done correctly, and they can reduce void periods by marketing your property well and creating great tenant relationships with your tenants. So there are drawbacks of using letting agents. So firstly, the cost. So there is a fee for all the work that the letting agent performs in the property management arena. Perhaps you might consider there's less control. Some landlords prefer to be directly involved in the management of their properties and their tenants. And perhaps communication might be delayed between the landlord and the agent and the tenant because there's that one step to go through. So let's look at the particular types of people who work well with a letting agent. So if you're time conscious and you value your time and you might want to spend your time doing other things with family members, hobbies, work-related commitments, you might work well with an agent. If you're not near your property, an agent that is near your property might give you some comfort. If you're a less experienced landlord who just needs some more help with the compliance elements, then you might work well with an agent. If you're a portfolio landlord, you might have several properties and it's just too time consuming to keep all of this stuff ticking over, you might work well with an agent. And if you are more risk averse landlord, you might work well with an agent because the agent takes on the compliance elements of your property. So here's a look at landlords who might not work quite so well with letting agents. So if you're a hands-on landlord, I want to get involved in all the maintenance and the transaction with your tenants and interactions, etc. You might not work quite so well with a letting agent. If you're cost conscious and you really want to save the money that might cost you, then you might work well with a letting agent. If you're local to your property and you have a flexible schedule allowing you to sort maintenance issues out, or maybe out of hours contacts, then again you might work well doing it yourself. If you have property management skills, so you're sort of hands-on and have ability to do DIY tasks yourself, and if you want to keep the relationship with your tenant personal, again you might want to consider doing that yourself. So in conclusion, I think it's probably worth thinking about what is most important to you. Consider your personal preferences and circumstances and perhaps your management style. Jones&Co is here to support you and your property management needs, whether you choose to work with us as an agent or manage the property yourself. So now I can explain how you can achieve all the benefits of working with an agent. So in summary, we've looked at tasks that letting agent does, the benefits of using a letting agent and the drawbacks of using a letting agent. We've looked at the traits and characteristics of landlords who work well with letting agents and landlords who don't work quite so well with letting agents. We've looked at the conclusion, and now I'll explain how you can achieve all of these things. So if you've enjoyed today's presentation and you would like my team's help to do all of this for you, you can book a phone call with me or a member of my team. So click the link below to book a call with me. We have spaces to take some phone call appointments, but the spaces do fill up, and when they're gone, they're gone. And on the call, we will listen to your issues, understand what it is you would want to achieve, and give you our best advice. If at the end of the phone call it feels like it's a good fit, we will see if we can work with you. So book a call, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. And until next time, subscribe to this channel, like and comment on the videos that you've seen, and click the links below this video to get access to our other free content. And here's to the success of your property business.